Alrighty, so just a reminder, this is the same review from last time, right? How you find slope from a graph, a table, 2 points, etc. So what I want to do, right, it says slope from 2 points. So I want to remind you, and I want you to try to find the slope from those 2 points. So try to follow that example up there and see how you do. Welcome back. So this would be x. This would be y. And notice how this, right, it just basically is saying I would plot this point, that's why it's 1. And then I would plot this second, that's why it's the 2's. Okay? Our formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So again, we have our y's, which is 4 in for x2, and then 6 in for x1. And then in the bottom, we have -3 in for x2 and 5 in for x1. And then we're literally just going to solve that, right? 4 minus 6, we would get -2. -3 minus 5, we'd get -8. Divide both of those by 2, and we get 1 over 4 because these are both negative, making that a positive. All right? You have been solving for variables, so I want you to try and solve that for b. Welcome back. So we have this, we have this. This is now going to be 8. And then I'm going to minus 8 on both sides. That cancels out. I still have my b. And then on this side, I have -11. All right? So well, we are going to take those two things and we are going to put them together. All right? So we are going to write an equation from 2 points in the form y equals mx plus b. We are first going to find our slope. What is our slope? Our m. We are then going to find our y-intercept, which is our b. All right, so we're going to keep all of that in mind as we continue on. This right here, this second page, is solely an example. It is nothing more than an example. All right? So we are going to write an equation in slope-intercept form. So remember, let's write our equation or our slope first. So we have x1, y1, x2, y2. And then again, if we go back to what we did first, right, and find our thing, we have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And then from there, we're going to plug in. So we have y2, which is 10, minus y1, which is -8, all over x2, which is 2, minus x1, which is -1. Okay? And if you were to like put that into Desmos, right? -10 minus -8 would get 10 plus 8, which is 18. 2 minus -1 would be 2 plus 1, which is 3. And so that equals 6. So in place of m, right, in place of m, I'm going to put what m equals, which is 6. Now, for the next piece, you are going to pick a point. I would recommend picking a point that is positive. So in this case, I'm going to pick this one. In place of x, we are going to have what x equals. In place of y, we are going to have what y equals. And then you are going to solve that exactly like how we did the number 2 on the very first page of these notes. So 10 stays. 6 times 2 is 12.